In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the sign for the Master of Defense, one of the peerages in the SCA. This sign has three if we're going to do it in sign language, steps to do the sign properly. First step is the word for mastery. You're going to hold your hands out, stacked on top of each other like this, and you're going to move them back and forth a few times. This is the sign for mastery. Step two is you're going to bring your hands parallel to one another like this and move straight down. This is the ASL sign for person. So to sign a master or mistress in the SCA, what we're actually doing is signing mastery person. That's how it works in SCA, in ASL grammar. Now the third part of the sign, from here, you've just brought your hands down to sign person. The third thing you're going to do is make D finger shapes on both your hands and cross your forearms. This is the sign for defense. So when you put it all together, the whole sign is Master of Defense. Now, I can hear some of you out there saying, but Loretta, everybody just calls it a mod. Why can't we just fingerspell M-O-D? Well, here's the thing. As Silent Heralds, our job is primarily to provide sign language interpretation during court. And in a court, usually the only time you're going to hear someone referring to a Master of Defense is during an elevation ceremony, whether somebody is being elevated to a Master of Defense or they're speaking as one of the peers for another candidate. And as far as I have seen, during courts, especially during elevation ceremonies, which are very formal, very serious occasions, I have never heard anybody call it a mod. Usually, especially the royals, will only ever call it a Master of Defense or a member of the Order of Defense. So what we're going to do is we are going to sign what we hear. If you hear Master of Defense, then you sign Master of Defense. If you hear Order of Defense, you sign Order of Defense. And if you actually hear somebody in court saying mod, then you can go ahead and fingerspell M-O-D. But you should always sign what you hear. And I prefer to use the full Master of Defense sign to reflect the importance and the ceremony that is usually going to be seen in an elevation ceremony. It's a big deal. It's an important event. So we should be signing to reflect that. That's my 2 cents on the matter anyway. All right, I've been talking a lot. Let's review the sign one more time. Master of Defense.